So marriage means I meet a woman and I say to her, I need to be married. I don't like being alone. And I am going to have a life of a big family. I'm going to raise the children to be good people, to be good Jews. I'm going to raise them to be intelligent. I'm going to raise them to be responsible. We're going to live in a big house, if I can afford it. That's me and my life. Would you be a good partner? Marry me and do this with me? That's marriage. Marriage means come into my life and let's do it together so that I'm not living my life by myself. Who do you choose to do that? Who do you choose to propose to and to marry? The most beautiful woman in town? The richest guy in town? The reason you date, meaning the reason you have a meeting with a person before you marry them, is because you want to see how comfortable you are together. Not how beautiful, how smart, how strong, how famous. That you can know without even meeting each other. The meeting is to see the chemistry. How does it feel to be together? She doesn't have to be the most beautiful, but she has to be comfortable to look at, pleasant to look at, because I want my life to be comfortable. So we get together, we meet, and I see that there is nothing about her that makes me uncomfortable. And there's nothing about me that makes her uncomfortable. So we could spend the rest of our lives together building the life that I imagine, that I envision, that I'm striving for. We can really be partners in a life. In the secular world, no. In the secular world, you meet to see if she's something special. How special? You meet to see if he is something amazing. How amazing? No matter how amazing he is, somebody could be more amazing, so keep looking. When does the looking stop? And then if you do get married to someone amazing, are you marrying the person or are you marrying the amazing? So here's the next piece of advice. Dating should be impersonal. Dating is not a relationship. You don't get involved. You don't get committed. You don't get comfortable with living together. No, it's like window shopping. You're looking to be married, and you meet a person to see if it's comfortable enough, compatible enough to spend the rest of our lives together. If it's not, fine. It was a pleasure meeting you. Bye-bye. No emotional commitments, no deep secrets shared. It's just a meeting. If it can lead to a marriage, that's great. If not, bye-bye. What has happened in the world today is that dating is a form of marriage. And in many cases, it is a marriage. emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You're married to each other. You just didn't have a wedding. And if you separate, if you get into fights and arguments, it'll be just as painful as a divorce. Because you're married. So why not have a wedding and make it official? And if you're living together for years and you don't want to get married, what are you saying about each other? It's nasty. You're good, but not good enough to marry. Can't trust you. It's so nasty. And what if he wants to marry you, but you don't want to marry him after years? A big piece of his life is now missing because he gave it to you, and you're not marrying him. So he has a hole in his heart. You don't share anything intimate when you're dating. Dating is just exploring. It's not committing. It's not sharing. It's not a relationship. There's nothing to break up. Breaking up is not good. So, number one, you get married because you love marriage, not because you love the person. You're looking to be married because you're supposed to be married, because it's good to be married, because you believe in being married, and you want to find someone to do it with. If you don't believe in marriage, then no matter how much you love someone, why would you marry them? Why? You're marrying for love? You already have love. Who says you can't have love without marriage? You can't have a good relationship without marriage? Can't have fun without marriage? Can't have children without marriage? Whatever it is you want, anything you want you can have without marriage. Marriage means you have someone, not something or many things. That's also the definition of pornography. Pornography means a person has many things that I would like, but the person is an object, and intimacy is a performance. That's pornography. Intimacy means a person is not an object, and intimacy is not a performance. Intimacy means I don't need anything. I don't need anything from you because I can get it for money. I can buy it. I can get it from a friend. What is it that I get only through marriage? You. To have you. And we do know what that means. When your best friend is out of town, when your husband is out of town, when your wife is out of town, you miss him or her. And if you say, I miss my husband, and I ask you, well, what do you miss about him? It's a silly question. I miss him. He is not here. So I miss him. As soon as he comes home, it becomes about something. Okay, now you can take out the garbage. But we know what it means, him or her, without anything. That's what physical intimacy means. Physical intimacy is not sex performed like pornography. Physical intimacy means we have nothing that keeps us apart. Nothing separates us. Because I want you and you want me. We don't need anything. So the intimacy is not a performance. And here's the important point. Sex without intimacy keeps you apart, separates you more. Intimacy brings you together and makes you inseparable.